Welcome back, my pupils. This is Gene coming to you with Reloading from the Hot Pot. Today, I'm going to do something, we'll do a little comparison with things. Now, you've already seen my video on my CR Speed holster and belt and mag pouch setup for doing 3-gun USPSA, some steel challenge. But this was a replacement belt for a previous belt that I've been using for the last 4 years, going into my 5th year of competitive shooting. So I'm going to pull that belt out and show that to you. Here we have the belt that I've been using. Now I have been through a couple different holsters as far as shell holsters and just trigger catch holsters. But this is the latest one that I have, and I did use this halfway through this year. These are the mag pouches that I have had since I started shooting 3-gun. I have done a little modification to them, but they are fantastic. This is actually a GR holster from Europe. I purchased this off of eBay to use in 3-gun competition. This holster is fully adjustable and has a positive lock system on it. There's a video on YouTube on how to actually adjust this for your firearm. I've ran a Canik in this, I ran a Glock in this, and now I'm running my Staccato in this. Because why? I just like it. It has a couple cons and it has a couple pros. We'll get back to that. As stated, this holster is pretty much universal. This is actually, I believe, a Gen 1 of the GR holster line. They do have more advanced models now that come with extra pieces, but this one is capable of suiting just about any firearm. It does have a paddle against it for not bouncing off your side when you run across the range like a fool playing 3-gun. And the nice advantage to this, I love this. I love this on this holster. I'm going to unscrew this piece until it's done being unscrewed. You can pull it out and you can take the holster and the gun off and put it in your bag if you're running just a shotgun rifle stage. I love that. Then when you're ready to, if you got another pistol stage coming up, you can go back over, push it back in, tighten it up. Oh, it is height adjustable too. Once you get it so far in there in the screw in, it drops to its lowest level. And then you can tighten that back up and you're good to go. It does hold the pistol firmly. You know, naturally when you're running, like in these types of events, you're going to put your hand on the grip of your gun to make sure it just doesn't bounce out of your holster, because, well, that can be a DNF or a procedural penalty for dropping your pistol. We really don't want that. The mounting system on it is pretty good. It's got a nice 2-piece mounting system on it. It does hold still. Once you get that tight, it really holds still. The downside of this holster is the retaining system here. If you've got a heavy gun in it, it will rotate a little bit. So before you start drawing, you've got to make sure that your holster is in the right position if you have been moving around a lot. The Staccato is quite a heavy gun, so it does move around a little bit and does cause it to actually come off off position every once in a while. But for the cost of it, I'm not going to complain. Now I'm going to go over the cost of this holster versus the CR Speed. This holster setup I got off of eBay. Like I said, I believe this is a Gen 1 pistol holster. The holsters on this are from eBay. They are very nice, sturdy, solid polymer plastic holsters. I did go to Harbor Freight and I purchased a magnet, Harbor Freight. And then I drilled a hole in the holster, put some red Loctite on the screw, screwed it in, and I took one of my Reloading from the Hot Pot stickers and put on the outside of it to protect any magazine that's slapped up against it. Also get to promote my channel at the range a little bit. The belt is from Blade Tech. Blade Tech belt. It is a 2-piece, as is the other one. This one is a 2-piece as well. I just didn't feel the need to come out and show you the inner liner too. If you shoot, you know what these look like. But I wanted to do a comparison of these and then go over the final cost of each. As I said, I believe this is a Gen 1 pistol holster because of the other ones that I have seen on their website. But I picked this up off of eBay for $30. $30 for that holster. The belt itself is a Blade Tech belt. Comes with the piece to capture both belts, just like most normal race belts do. The belt was $30. Paid $30 for that two-piece belt. Now I went back into my eBay records, my buying records, and looked this stuff up. And it was like $29 or something. You know, we're just rounding it off. So $30 for the holster, $30 for the two-piece belt, and the magazine pouches. You can get I got two of these, but when I looked them back up, I couldn't find them in my records. But because they're just, I don't know what happens. Who knows with eBay? But you can buy a set of 3 of these or 4 of these for $40. So I'm just going to say I paid $40 for these two. They are fully adjustable. They come with another piece in here so you can put wider magazines in it and other shims. Comes with some pieces and parts when you buy it. It's got a positive system. Good placement all the way down, open for your finger to draw your magazine from where your bullets are sitting for ease of insertion, as with speed reloading. Now we're going to get the other belt up here. We're going to go over cost comparison of it. The cost of the CR Speed setup. The CR Speed setup is fine setup, sturdy. I did show you the one problem with the lock system on here, that if you overextend the lock bar, you are not locking your pistol in, because this piece actually, with the gun, let me grab a flathead, Phillips, with a flathead, look at that, pushes out. And that pushes out quite a ways, so any bumping of your firearm on there will make it fall out of your holster. Wherever that is there, it does retain it. I did not like that about this. The belt is a standard two-piece race belt. It's just trimmed in orange. And the mag pouches, you see my disconcern about not being far enough down, where I'm actually going to have to take a Dremel tool and cut these out to make that more accessible, so I get a full purchase on my magazine near the bullet leads as for speed insertion. You know, the system on it's pretty nice. It comes with a lot of little pieces and parts so you can adjust things here and there, but overall it's a race belt. So the cost of this, the belt itself, was $45. The mag pouches, the 3 mag pouches, were $90. The holster was $185. The shipping cost on this was $20 air freight to get this. So I've got a total of $340 in this belt setup. In this belt setup, I've got a total of $100. So I always try to be on the budget side of things, but I thought, you know, this is my 5th year going into shooting. I want a match setup. I want a top name. I want something reliable, something used by other, by shooting champions and people of recognition in the shooting world. And then I got it. And then I realized that, well, if they were sponsoring me, I'd use it. And, you know, I used to be a motorcycle racer, so I know all about sponsorships. So the pro shooters out there that are using these are getting this stuff for free. They're not spending $300, $400, $500, $1,000 on a shooting rig. It's being given to them, and in turn, they're promoting the product. I didn't fall into that trap. I already knew these things, but wanting a match setup for once, and you know, just having everything together. And I did buy this from my CZ TS Orange, which is why it's orange trimmed. But I just went ahead. I had the money, and I thought, you know what? I want a pro setup. Well, what I realized is, for a third of the price, I already had a Pro set up. I already had a name brand GR holster. When you buy it off of eBay, it's got a different little funny looking dude in there, a little sticker. They took the GR sticker off of it and put a different one on it, but it is the GR holster. The mag pouches, well, made by the CH China company or Malaysia or Mexico or somewhere like that, but they're positive, good hardware, and after 4 years of use, pretty dang good. And I've run these with some different firearms. So I did not get the magnetic pouch for these because of the cost. So I figured I would just drill a hole in it and put a Harbor Freight magnet with my sticker back over top of it. If I choose to keep this, I am in actually great consideration of putting this orange CR Speed set up on the sales block and take a little hit on it, and then take that money and just maybe buy me a new $100 rig. Get a new belt, maybe some black mag pouches, and just go all black instead of biting on to the high priced market. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Huh? Do you want to spend a lot, spend a little? You don't want to save anything, you want to save a little. It's all personal preference. Everybody likes what they like. And that's the beautiful part about so many different manufacturers making so many different things. I was going to go with Ghost USA, but I had a Ghost holster and that was fine. But I really didn't want to promote all their products with all their big names all over everything that they have. It says Ghost on everything they have. And I'm not sponsored by Ghost holsters. So I really don't care about that. I was just looking more for a match set. And CR Speed came up with the orange pouches and the orange trim belt. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. Bang, bang. Pulled the trigger. Bang, bang. Got a trigger on my finger. But like I said, make your choice. It's your money. It's your life. But I think I may I'm really in great consideration of stepping back out of this and going back into something like this, just to get it on a new base. This one's getting kind of frayed around the edges. This model is, but I mean, it's been on and off, bunches of times. It's getting some frayed edges, looking a little worn, got a little piece of thread there breaking apart. But it's actually been a fabulous belt. Served me very well. Well, I just wanted to do this with you and do a little cost comparison on the budget and the high side of things. What do you want to do? It's up to you. Well, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you found this more informative. Have a great day, my pupils. And always remember to keep blowing the smoke.